He's a tactical genius, he's the one to see on VP4TV. He's wild and he's free. Eyeball doctor, we're here to you and me. With his cunning moves, he's rocking endlessly. Tables and cues, they bend to his will. Every shot he takes gives everyone a thrill. With a glance and aim, he works to the skill. In the ball, lights for the chill. Tables and cues, they bend to his will. Every shot he takes gives everyone a thrill. With a glance and aim, he works to the skill. In the ball, lights for the chill. Tactical genius with every play, making magic happen every single day. In the world of billiards, he knows the way, taking every shot with prayers we say. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. From the corner bank to the perfect cut, he wins the game without a single strut. Chalk it up, just a fortune or luck. But skill like his, it never gets stuck. On VP4TV, he's the showstopper. 9ball.com's the king, no one can top her. Watch him play and you'll be a hopper. He's the man, we all shout proper. Magic happen every single day. In the world of billiards, he knows the way, taking every shot with prayers we say. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Corner bank to the perfect cup, he wins the game without a single strut. Chalk it up, just a fortune or luck, but skill like his, it never gets stuck. On VP4TV, he's the showstopper. 9ball.com's the king, no one can top her. Watch him play and you'll be a hopper. He's the man, we all shout proper.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.
Where's the cue ball going?
Oh dear, outside, never mind.
Good afternoon, everybody, or good morning, depending where you are in the world. The time here in Scotland is coming up to 5 minutes to 4 in the afternoon, excuse me. But it's definitely not that time where these two guys are. OnePocketSlim is up against Interchangex. It's a round 4 match in the 10-ball Virtual World Championships, and it's probably at least 9 AM or earlier, depending where these guys are in the States. There's a 3-hour time zone difference from east to west coast, so there could be a difference there. Interchangex, however, has been here for a good hour getting some practice. Slim must have been in earlier because OnePocketSlim had a room up, although he wasn't there. A couple other guys were in playing. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Rabi. Welcome to Dave. I don't know who Top Lan is, but he's obviously not, he may well not be an English speaker, so he's going to really find it tough watching this. And this is bad for me because, again, just like the last time I had to do a stream like this, it's right in the middle of the afternoon. I haven't had a nap, and it is 4 PM in the afternoon on Sunday afternoon, yeah. So the last time I almost fell asleep while I was doing this, but the good news is for me is that Steve should be there, so I'm just going to check and see where he is. Well, he's still not there. We've had a result a little bit earlier this afternoon on the one-loss side. Brainfall was playing Laser on the one-loss side, and needless to say, when Brainfall was leading 11 racks to 9, I entered the room, and he never won another rack. Laser beat him 13-11, so I well and truly jinxed Brainfall, and Laser goes through to play Bedhead, and I'll tell you something, that could be an interesting match between those two, because I think from what I've seen of Laser, he's certainly well capable. Looking at this bracket, we are into round 4. This is the first match in round 4, and if we look at Interchangex's path, so far he's not been tested. He had a 17-6 win over Mr. Fox, another 17-6 win over Miskin, and a 17-10 win over Demon. So he's not really been pushed yet. I'm expecting him to be pushed this afternoon against OnePocketSlim. Slim had a 17-10 win over Bankster in the first round. Then, for some reason, that was a forfeit. Maybe Laser didn't show up. I can't remember. I wasn't around. Then he had a 17-11 win against DJ Simon to get this far. So just give me another second. And Slim has arrived. And I'll just check and see if Steve has arrived as well. And no, he still hasn't arrived. I hope he hasn't made a mistake about what time the match starts. Anyway, it's about a minute to go, so in case I've missed anybody, welcome everybody. No doubt we'll have others join us, but of course this is getting to almost sort of dinner time. It's the middle of the afternoon, but it's almost dinner time. The big rugby match is on as well. Scotland were getting beat when I left it against Ireland at Murrayfield. So the players are here. On one more tab out to check. Hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear. Hopefully this replay is working as well. Well, Steve's cutting it very fine, unless he's finishing his breakfast. The room is about to go up. And one another quick glimpse at the schedule. At the last time of checking, we have this match. We have Cobra and Tommy tomorrow night at 6:25. I'll be there for that. And then we have Albinario and Spectre Dawn, the big one on Thursday. And that is at 8 PM. I should be around for that. It could take a good 2 hours, but I'm fully intended to be there for it. I do go back to work the next day, but anyway, unless something changes between now and then, that's how it should probably be. Right, one other check. Well, he's still not there, so he's obviously maybe mixed up when this starts. I'm going into the room. He'll appear in the room and then I'll know he's there. So we've missed the lag. OnePocketSlim has obviously won the lag, has broke off, and he has come up dry. And we'll keep an eye on Steve coming into the room, because that then lets me know that he'll be in Discord, because clearly at the moment he wasn't the last time I checked. And as I said at the beginning there, Interchangex has not really been pushed, but he's played pretty solid to get those 3 wins. And he's going to have to be on that level and possibly a little bit above if he's going to maybe stay with Slim. I mean, it depends how spectacular Slim wants to try and be, because he could be at the risk of some punishment from Interchangex if he does get a little bit elaborate. But that remains to be seen. So Steve still not came into the room, so he's obviously either, as I said, got the times mixed up, or he's been called away, he's back finishing his breakfast. But he did say he was going to be here. He messaged me about half an hour ago. So we'll just wait and see. Yeah, Slim isn't streaming. Suddenly my chat has gone to pot again on my phone. I don't know what the hell goes on with this thing. Suddenly the chat's not appearing. Cobra says he can't see the table. I know, hang on a minute, I forgot about that. I'm too busy farting about here. I'll be there in a second, sorry about that. I couldn't, and the other thing is I couldn't see all that chat. I've missed all those messages. Looking at my phone. Oh, Bankster isn't responding. Ah, so it's like 11 PM UK time tonight. That's meant to time out, is it? Has he not been in the lobby, no? Where the hell is he? I never even noticed whether he was in the lobby or not. Well, again, I mean, he's played in enough of these tournaments that he's not aware of messages incoming for proposals and stuff like that. He's not that daft, so he might be just thinking maybe he's had enough. I don't know. But anyway, as long as you've sent a proposal, you will go through. So if he's not sent anything, you will definitely get sent through. I'm going to tab out one more time. Yeah, clearly, and that'll be enough of that for now. If he's going to come in, he'll come in the room, and we'll worry about it. So Steve's obviously made a mistake, got mixed up with the times, and we'll concentrate on what's happening here. So Interchangex going to have to go up and down now. He has to go wide, and he's opening up. It needs to open up more. But again, it's going to be a bedhead cut on this 8-ball. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about Bankster. If you've done your part, then you will go through. Good afternoon to Coldest Pillow again. I'm trying to keep my eyes open here, guys. I was hoping Steve would be here, then he could do all the chit-chat, and I can lie back in my chair. Because this does not suit my body clock, doing this. Yeah, I missed you all the 5 minutes that you weren't here. And there you go. And those are the clinical pots that you have to be getting. So maybe the shoe's going to be in the other foot this afternoon or this morning, depending where you are. There, he's arrived now. Hang on a minute. Well, there's me thinking you cocked up the time zones and the start of the match and all of that. Steve, good morning.
Good morning. Sorry I'm a little late. I was momentarily detained.
Well, Interchangex had his chance there, missed a bedhead cut in the 8 ball, and this is the end result.
Yeah, well, I mean, both of these players are going to punish you if you make a mistake later in the rack, and that's for sure. So, you know, that's one of the things in these kind of matches when you get better players, that you really can't afford to give up the rack with the 4 or 5 balls left. I mean, unless you're playing a safety, because the other guy's going to run out almost every time.
Well, do you want more proof of my jinxing power, Steve?
Well, I already know that you've got superpower when it comes to that.
Yeah, well, you know that Brainfullout's just finished his match on the one-loss side with Laser. I was messing about setting up the stream and getting the titles and everything right, and I was keeping an eye on what was happening. And once I got that finished, I thought, well, Brainfullout's up 11-9, race to 13. I'll pop in and have a look and see what's happening. And needless to say, Brainfullout never won another rack, and he lost 13-11.
Wow.
But now, then again,
who's Laser? Is that somebody we know?
I don't know. He may well be. He's from the States and he ain't a mug. And he plays Bedhead next, and he could be dangerous.
Yeah, well, he must be a pretty good player to beat Brainfullout. Ooh, there's a miss.
Yeah, and this is...
Interchangex doesn't need to be doing that.
Yeah, these are things that he might have got away with them against these other guys, but having said that and having watched him in his last match, I think I didn't see him making that many misses. He's probably...
Well, that's sort of been... He's been one of the players that has a pretty high gear, but has a hard time getting in it sometimes. And this is a match I think he needs to get in gear because Slim's a pretty good player, so he can't afford to keep doing that. Oh, there's some cue ball mistake. So when you get that kind of shot, you got to make a decision whether you're going to try to hold it or go to the end rail. And I will tell you this from personal experience. I tend to try to hold that shot too much. I tell myself, don't do that. Let the cue ball run, because you got to hit it really good. And the problem with shots you got to hit really good is you're not going to do it all the time. And then you end up like this. That's a good recovery to be able to hold the cue ball there. I think he's going to be okay.
It's off the rail.
Yeah, and this is natural position. And that's a very nice touch there, playing it that way. Most players in real life would go up and down on that, but not all the time. I mean, I think it depends on how you feel and how the table's playing. You know, that little shot with inside, it kills it a little. That was well played. Watch out. Watch out. Oh, boy. He was trying to get above the side pocket, and that was about as close as you can come without scratching. So this shot's a little tricky. I think he'll just roll this because that's going to be the simple way to do it. And he missed it. Yeah. Wow. So this is an interesting shot. I would probably hit this with left English and go. I'd probably bring this. I might bring it all the way two end rails. You gotta be a little careful about scratching if you do that.
Hang on a minute, I'm going to do a test.
Where's the cue ball going?
I don't know why. Why is he hitting that low on the low? See, he kind of got the tip down too far. He wanted just straight left English on it and cut it thin. I think he hit it thick.
Well, I think
He's probably going to go forward with this.
Oh,
Yep.
this could be dangerous. This could be dangerous. Well, he's...
Yeah, he got it turned a little too much, but he got away with it. So it's going to be 2-0 Slim.
Yeah, but the annoying thing for Interchangex is he's on a 2 count as far as chances to win these racks, and he's failed on both of them.
Yeah, well, on the good side, he's got a lot of games to go, so he just needs to get it rolling. You know, it's winter break, so that helps too. If you can get rolling, there's always hope. Let's see what he does here. I think this is where oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
You just wanted to get the cue ball down. Ideally, you want to be down at the end rail and be behind it and pin him on the 6. But you needed to get in a spot you could play safe. You certainly didn't want to be kicking at it. Oh, that's not going to get to a rail.
Well, there's a little bit of a question being asked of Interchangex here is, can you get out?
Yeah, well, and this is the kind of table I was talking about that these guys are going to get out on all the time. Let's hope that that's really the case here for Interchangex. See, already I don't like being there. I would like to have an angle back the other way so I can slide over and shoot between the 10 and the 7.
No,
he's probably going to go forward here.
Well, I think he might be going forward.
Yeah. Now the problem with having to do this is it does raise the chance that you're not going to get it on the right line and hook yourself. Well, I didn't think he was going to miss the ball. Wow. I don't know. He's either asleep or nervous or something. It's early where he is. He's on the west coast of the U.S., so it's 8:12 a.m.
So
right
is
now.
Well, it must have been his idea to play it at this time because, like I said, he's been in for a good hour before this match was due to start.
Well, he's got a family, and this is Super Bowl Sunday, which is, you know, in the U.S., it's a big deal. Super Bowl Sunday.
Well, it'll be such a big deal for me. I'll be in my bed not bothering about it at all. I couldn't even tell you who's playing in the final.
As much as you don't like American football, a tremendous number of people in the UK love it. I mean, it's become very popular in the UK.
There's a lot of easily sold, gullible people over here, Steve.
It is the best spectator sport. You know, I mean, like, baseball is kind of slow. It has some exciting moments. Hockey's fast, but
folk only go to that to watch the fighting. They only go to watch the fighting and the blood. That's why they go to that.
Basketball games, you know, everybody says, "Oh, well, you don't need to watch it to the last 2 minutes."
Yeah,
there's
boring.
Some truth in that.
Basketball's boring.
Soccer's a lot like hockey. A lot of motion, but not that many exciting points. You know, football. You know, it's like every play, there's opportunity for excitement. There's a lot of them. It's just a perfect spectator sport. I mean, I didn't play football or anything, but I think it's the most fun sport to watch. Golf's boring as hell to watch.
Well, I'm
coldest pillow says darts.
I'm going to be yawning quite severely here. It's the middle of my nap time, this Steve. So I might disappear.
Well, this is a good opportunity to play safe. You got some options here. You could thin it, or you could try to get him on the 7. I think he's going to thin this. Yep.
He needs to keep running. I don't think he's got there.
I don't think he got him. Yeah, and that was always a possibility with that shot. Yeah, I think my advice to people playing VP is practice safeties a lot. My personal experience on VP is, I don't have as good a touch as in real life, so it's harder for me to play safe. I know how to shoot the shot, but I have trouble executing. And I think the key is just practice a lot. Practice safeties a lot. I think you're bound to improve at them.
Well, if Interchangex is at 8 o'clock in the morning and up early, he better shake himself down and wake up, because he's in the worst condition in the arm, and he's heading for 4-0.
Yeah, well, so far this has just been a disaster for him, because Slim has given him plenty of chances. It's not like Slim's just dominated the match. Yeah, I don't know what's the worst feeling. Having some guy never give you chances, where you just get destroyed because you only get to the table once or none during a match, versus getting a lot of chances and playing shitty.
Yeah.
Either way, it ends up being a loss. Wow.
This is going nowhere. Well, he's got a pot.
I'm not sure what he was trying to do there. That looked severely misjudged.
Well, if he cuts this in and brings it down in the line and bumps the 9 ball, he's got the 8 ball into the side.
I think that's the shot. I do think that's what I would play, because it's natural. You don't have to.
He's not hit it. He's not hit this at all. I don't know what his idea was with that.
Well, he put some English on it. His idea may have been come down and shoot the 8 into the pocket by the 9. I would have done no English and come straight down like you said, because I think that was a pretty guaranteed shot.
What do you do this here? Do you deliberately try to go 3 rails and drop below this 8 ball?
No. You do exactly what he's doing right now.
Well, it does go. I never even thought of that.
Would have been nice to hit a little harder, but he's fine.
Oh, I don't like the way this could come off this 10 ball.
No. This you just stun. It's not going to hit the 10. You stun this. Yeah, you stun this and go 2 rails. It won't hit the 10 if you stun it. He's a little high on the cue ball. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, he still went by it. Yeah.
Right, so, well, he's too straight in this 9 ball. I think he'd be better off just dropping in the corner and playing the 10 in the side. Well, you see, and that's why.
Yeah. I would have rather gone forward and gone around than tried to drop back.
Yeah, this is not good.
He should make this. I mean, he might not, but he should make this. This is the kind of shot you should really make all the time. For a good player, they shouldn't miss that ball.
Well, he's off the mark.
See, in real life, good players don't usually miss that ball, but there's a little bit of chance because you're bridging on the rail and the timing of your stroke. If you make a mechanical mistake and you're late on the hit, you're going to shove that right into the long rail. You don't have to worry about that in VP.
Oh no, hang on, did he got enough cover?
I don't think he did.
No, I wonder if that.
So let's see what he does here.
You call the billiard off the 2?
No, I would try to. Well, let's see. Well, it may go. I was looking at hitting the 1 off the 2 and bringing the cue ball down behind the 10, but he may not be able to do that because the 1 may go.
I think he's playing the billiard. Yeah, that's what he tried.
Yeah, but that's the shot I was talking about, the safety shot. See where the cue ball went?
Yeah.
He may have been just trying. Did he call a pocket?
Yeah, he called the side pocket. He was calling it into the side, yeah.
Maybe he was playing a safe and he called it just in case it went, because I thought the safe was the right shot. I thought he played the right shot if he was playing safe.
Don't worry, Coldest Pillow. That's going to be all in hand. I'll start hounding Steve in the not too distant future because
yeah, I need to get that. I need to put that up.
We want it coinciding, and it's not until deep into April that it starts, because that's when I've got my week off for the first week of the World Championships.
Yeah, I may try to start rotation or something like that before that, because we got. I'd like to do rotation. Either that or Honolulu. I think rotation's a better game, but
Well, this is going to be tricky. And I think there's a bit of ducking and diving here needing done by Interchangex, because this isn't doable at the moment. Not really, unless you're playing a 4-8-5 combo.
He can shoot this and run into the 7-ball here. And I think the 4-5 goes, doesn't it? Yeah, maybe not. It's tight. Oh, he caught a piece of the 3. He didn't want to do that. Well, now it's safety time.
This is tricky.
It is a little tricky.
I mean, if he's going to try and feather that very thin on the right side and duck over by the 10, that's awkward.
The thing is you could just try shooting this because it's safe. You know, if you can avoid the scratch, if you overcut this, you know, the cue ball is going to be coming to the 4 and 8. So it's actually not a bad ball to shoot at.
Well, one pocket would be good, Coldest Pillow, because you could have the first round, second round, semi-final and final all in the one day. There'd only be Slim and Bedhead in it.
Well, that was pretty well played, but the problem with that shot is exactly what happened. Is the 3 ball was going to come out at the speed you needed to hit it.
Now that Cobra's mentioned that, I just thought I'd mention this, that Stubbs' demise, I don't think Stubb could sink any lower in terms of the level of play that he's reached in this tournament. Because although he won his last match, he was bloody awful. And getting worse. That's the best way to describe it.
I don't know what's going on with him. Well, that was an interesting attempt, but it didn't work out for him.
I'll tell you something, he can consider himself lucky. If it was anybody else that was just slightly better on their game other than Miskin, he would have been dead and buried and gone. So he would.
Well, the trouble with this shot's speed on the 4 ball. He needs to hit the 7. Oh, he missed the 7. Well, actually, this is going to work for him. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, well, I thought he placed something into the 7 ball to slow the 4 down and try to bring the cue ball across to the long rail and back to the 10.
Well, all he has to do is pot the 4 and just let the cue ball come out, but not too far into that gap.
Yeah, I mean, Interchangex is definitely losing the battle of giveaway. I was expecting this to be a close match because I think these guys are pretty close to each other, and Interchangex just needs to get rolling.
I don't want to put any pressure on you, Coldest Pillow, but if Stubb gives you as many chances as he gave Miskin and you can't beat him, then you're a proper numpty.
Oh, Coldest Pillow, that's blasphemy.
I just thought I'd put that out there because really and truly, I mean, the amount of opportunities that Miskin had, if Coldest Pillow can't capitalise on those amount of opportunities, then he deserves to be out of the tournament. Definitely.
Well, you know, I just put handicapping in for points handicapping for snooker. We could do a handicap version too of a world championship. We've done that once for 9-ball. I don't know.
What do you mean you've just put points handicap for snooker? What you trying to tell us that's a new thing?
It is a new thing. I mean, the capability was there, like in a match room, but for tournaments, you couldn't points handicap.
Oh, is that right?
Now you can. Although I haven't. The release hasn't been put up. Redback's been asking for it, so I did the work. I think it works. It needs to be. I just need to.
Well, there's a difference.
Do the change.
Yeah, there's a difference between you saying it, you think it works, and it actually working. That's the difference.
Well, I mean, it's been tested. It doesn't mean it doesn't have any bugs just because it's been tested. But you know, I've run some tests with it, so we'll see. But you know, it may still need some fine tuning as far as what kind of handicap you get. I think I tested it was a 1860 versus a 1500, and it got 32-point handicap.
Well, that's the kind of handicap I would need to get. Something along like that.
Which sounds reasonable. 350 points, you get 32.
Welcome to Run Out, Rob.
That's a good play there. Um, you know, these little dink safeties, that's another thing you need to practice. And he's taken away all the good kicking lanes. This is tough. This might be Mass A time. Now, you shoot a
Well,
Mass A around the 9
you can
and
kick
just
that
bump the one.
off the short rail onto the long
Oh,
rail and
you
kick the
can.
one.
I
Yeah.
didn't see that. You're right. I didn't see that.
Well, you
Well,
could. You just
could've,
couldn't get there, but you could.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
Slim keeps winning these safety battles.
yeah, it's not going well for Interchangex. Still got plenty of time to turn it around. That just depends, though, on two factors, i.e. the first main factor is Interchangex to stop making the mistakes that he's making, and the other one would be Slim giving a little bit of assistance. Now that 9-ball might come into play. He's going to get there. He's going to get there.
Yep. Yeah, let's see how he plays this. I mean, this is a little tricky because you want to be pretty straight on this 4-ball. And he opts to do this. Now, that's not a bad decision. I like that decision because he just said, well, it's going to be too hard to get straight, so I'm going to make sure I have an angle this way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Got the spin working.
That's a good decision.
Needs to keep rolling, though. Needs to keep going.
Ouch.
And he's not there, I don't think.
Yeah, he's going to play it off the rail.
Bloody mouse to work. Hang on a minute.
Which this shot, if you're good at this shot's better than 50-50. If it's Tony Chohan, it's about 90%er. And that was off by a mile, so obviously he wasn't comfortable with that shot. You've got to get way up the rail when the object ball is off the rail that far.
Well, you want to stop the cue ball exactly where that 5 is. That way you can push the 7 in, go to the rail and come out, which is exactly what you can do. And you get yourself right into the middle of the table.
Yeah, I think Interchangex is getting thrown a little bit of a lifeline here because he has not played well and he's got a chance to only be 2 down.
This is still tricky, just to control this, and they've done the right thing going the 2 rails. A lot easier, I think.
That's a smart thing.
Giving yourself that more room to play with and also getting the weight on the shot. And then you don't start fiddling around trying to be cute.
I think a lot of players in VP are used to hitting a lot of slow rollers. And in real life, you almost always do those things to make a real positive stroke.
Yeah, you would get caught out trying to dink that and be clever. Well, that's 2 on the board. Now he's trying to do the stop shot. Yeah, I notice he's not jacking the cue up quite as high, but he's got the sort of stop in the cue ball. No joy though.
I don't think the amount the cue ball flew was right there. You know, the way it hit the rack. You know, it's real important how far the cue ball how long the cue ball stays in the air and where it lands.
Now, did that replay working? Yes, it is working again. I have to keep repairing the replay for some reason. I don't know why, but you missed that by a country mile.
It's looking like both these guys are just struggling. You know, Slim has not been able to take advantage of Interchangex struggles. I mean, he could be up a lot more at this point, but he's struggling too. He's also had a couple rolls that weren't wonderful. I don't know if that was a plan safe or what. But it's not going to be safe. This looks like a pretty good crack at the 10 here if he wants it. And it's just going to spot, but safety would be better. And that's what he's going to do.
Spud Boy.
And that's not very good. I think, can he get a piece of this one? I think he'll have to mass it a little to get a piece. I don't think he can hit this one without a masse. And I think he's thinking the same thing. Okay, he got a piece of it. Little masse, and he got a piece, and it's not going to work out that well.
Now, what do you do here, Steve? Do you try and really thin this but draw it and catch something, or do you just run up and down again?
I would go behind and run into the 5, and with enough speed that the cue ball will kind of drift out.
Oh, he's trying to baby it, but You know, at
I
that
would have
distance, you're asking an awful lot to tweak that. And I mean,
I
he
would
was
have gone
happy to
behind
leave
and
the
ran into the
bedhead cutting
5.
that too.
As long as you get the 5 pretty solid, the cue ball is going to roll forward a little, and you're going to get out where you got a shot. Well, this is a worse situation because he's got to play for the combo, and he's done perfect. Now the big problem here is coming up with a shot on the 2. You can roll this perhaps. I think he's going to put some speed. If you're doing that, 2 in the side pocket maybe, or up table. Hitting this easy is tough to come up with a shot because of the 10 ball. Yep, he's going to do side pocket. That was very well played.
Worked out nice.
No, that was hit perfectly. That's that shot that, you know, we've seen this a bunch, where the guy comes long or short. I mean, that's a tough shot because not only do you have to get the speed right, but you have to get the angle right. It's not enough just to make the combo. If you hit that a little thin or thick, then the 2 ball goes wildly different distances.
Mm-hmm.
He hit that perfect.
I don't buy individual bags of Chris Coldest Pillow. I just buy the sort of, the sort of bigger bag. I don't buy a bag with the multiples in it. You're buying Walker's Chris with probably the multiples in them, where there's barely 3 or 4 potato crisps in the bag. I'd sooner buy one of those larger bags, the sort of sharing bags that you don't give anything to anybody, you just eat them all yourself.
Now, is that the same Walker's that makes the shortbread cookies?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't know what shortbread cookie. But well, let's put it another way. The
Scottish.
No, the
shortbread cookies are Scottish cookies.
No, these Walkers. Chris, I don't know whether Walkers is a Scottish company or not, but they basically own virtually every Chris company in the UK. They own now, apart from Golden Wonder, I think.
I'll tell you what, those Walker shortbread cookies, they're like a ton of butter in them. They're really good.
Well, Interchangex is back in touch. Well, I do like my shortbread fingers. I've got 2 packets of them.
And they're not Walkers?
No, they're, I can't remember the name of them. No, tell a lie. No, these ones are Tesco's own make. Okay. They're not a branded one, because they're perfectly good.
You never know. Walkers may make them for them. You never know.
It could well be. I think most of the time, a lot of the brand, the sort of own brand stuff is made at a request from other manufacturers.
See that safety? That's a standard safety. Yeah, you guys should all be able to play that and get that like almost every single time. You
better write English on it. Check the cue ball up.
Yeah, that's a very standard safety, and that was very well done. Yeah, that's that situation. That's like almost guaranteed. The only thing you can screw up is hitting the 1 ball at the wrong angle, and that can make the cue ball go wonky. It's a little sensitive to angle, that kind of shot.
Well, he's achieved his first goal. He's got his reward from the safety, and now he's got a table that is asking to be run out. And this is a nice little test, because it's all about sort of the middle of the table here to deal with all this setup.
Well,
and the first thing he doesn't want to do is be having to bump the 8 ball, and that's great.
He's okay. He's going to bump the 8. That's fine. I mean...
Yeah, see, he's looking
this is the kind of table you want. Now, he's going to roll this. I would stun it into the 8.
Well, he's trying his best to avoid it, and he avoided it.
Yeah, I would just rather have a better angle on the 4. See, because then he ends up thin on the 5, which, I mean, it's okay.
Well, he's got a good line here. He can avoid that 10, go tight in and into the gap with 8 and 9.
It's the 8 that's the problem. He's got to spin this so that it comes short of the 8.
Yeah, he's got to avoid that 8. No, he didn't get into it enough.
Now, see, to me, that's all started with not stunning the 2 into the 8.
The 8 ball.
Then he got thinner on the 5 than you want to be, and it all, that it all kind of starts accumulating. Now, can you make that decision and get away with it? Yeah, but you would have had to hit a lot better shot on the 5 ball.
It finally went badly wrong because he didn't get tight enough. He didn't draw it enough and spin it enough. But he's got the recovery shot.
Yeah, that solves a lot of problems. Being able to bank like that.
That's the other thing. Don't sit and stew because you've played a bad shot. Just work out how you're going to deal with the next one that you've left yourself. And Interchangex, you just get his head down and go on with it.
Yeah.
Don't dwell on it.
If I'm Slim, I've played a lot of matches where I started like Slim did, and got out to a lead and just wasn't playing well, and just if you're kicking yourself at this point, and the reason why is you got a guy that's struggling. What you want to do is just pound him. You don't want to give him chances at the table, because the more chances you give him, the more time he gets to kind of get in his game and get comfortable and start playing better.
Yeah,
if you can keep him off the table when he's struggling, when he does get a chance, he's still struggling. When you let him have some easy tables, he gets some confidence and starts playing better. And you can take a match that you are going to win easily and turn it into a tight match by doing that, by not
watch
not
this
keeping
for a
the
break.
guy off the table.
You get the big stop in the cue ball here. Watch the corner pockets. Boom. Look at that. The only thing is he no shot in the one, but the obvious answer there was he was going to nail Slim.
Yep. And Slim has not been kicking good. I think Robert mentioned that. Slim needs to. Now this is a pretty easy kick. This is a pretty easy kick to make.
This is putting unwanted English on the cue ball when you start swiveling around with the tip of the cue over that 10 ball, and there he's jacked up there and adjusted it. He's got the hit. He ain't got safe though.
He's got no love. Yeah, it was hard to hit that one hard. That kind of situation, if you can hit it hard, you might, just because if you miss it, the one ball will get out of there. But when you're jacked up over a ball like that, you really can't, because the cue ball won't stay on the table.
Well, this is a little bit fiddly as well. Let's have a look at this.
No, this is just come around the corner, shoot the 4 on the side.
Yeah, he's gone low.
He's okay, but he's going to have a cut on the 6. That's unless he wants to amp this up. I don't think he can, because it'll hit the 10. I think he's just got to roll forward and take the cut on the 6 or play safe. See what happened when he tried to amp it up, how it hit the 10? But he got away with it.
Yeah, he made sure he hit it hard enough so it would go through. Yeah.
Well, I was afraid if you bump... See, that's taking a chance, because you bump the 10, there's a good chance it'll go in the side pocket. He hit enough of it that it came up short. And give him credit, he probably played that. It was a well-played shot, because he kind of popped it so the cue ball kind of hopped a little, and that makes it move sideways more, and he got more of the 10 ball and was able to be short.
Well, it looks as if he's finding his touch here.
Well, he's got a real good feel for the game. He's one of the players that I've always thought could be like winning a lot of championships, because he's got a very good feel for the game, for how to play pool. He just, his problem's always been making too many unforced errors.
Well, again, I always would, the one reason I would come to the player's defence is he's one of these players who does not get a lot of table time in virtual pool.
No.
He doesn't hang around to play, and he comes into these tournaments, and he's not getting the table time that a few others do, so he earns credit for that. Well,
he works. He's got a family. He doesn't get the time. I'm sure this guy's probably, at worst case, a decent real life player. Just because I see him do stuff that that looks like he's played pool. Well, so this is a pretty good situation. Stop shot and then breakout.
Breakout, and you're on the 3. Yeah, that's the plan. I mean, that's staring you in the face. He's he doesn't want to be hampered with the 10. I think he might be all right.
Well, he wanted to get a little more angle,
Yeah.
which is, now this shot, the only way you can really screw up is hitting the 8 solid. Even on the left side of the 8's okay.
Oh, needs to, no.
Yeah.
Well, that's gone wrong.
Well, at this point, you got to think about playing for the safety instead of playing for the breakout. Like if this was me, I would probably play to get the cue ball in position where I could do a lockup safe rather than try to get the breakout. And the reason why is if you try for the breakout, there's a good chance you're going to lock yourself up.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's trying for the breakout or not.
I don't think he can actually get the lockout either because this is fiddly.
He's not in a good position here. You wanted to be more like shooting straight at the long rail into the 4.
Well, I think he should go for distance here because if he starts fiddling around here, I think if he cuts that to the short rail and ducks down the table, I don't know what that was.
That comes from going for the breakout. If he would have just brought it back and kind of got more straight, he could have slid off the 4 and put him on the 8 ball. And I think players too much in VP, I see play for breakouts when they should just play for position to get a good save.
Well, there's loads of room to get a hit on this 4 ball, but it's a bit isolated. There's loads of room round about it. I think the 5 ball's in the way for that line. He's got to go either 2 rails. Well, I think he's got to go 2 rails, looking at where he's going here around the corner.
Yeah, I mean, the problem here is getting safe because it's pretty easy to hit the ball, but getting safe's not so easy.
Well, Slim's going to more than likely go 2 rails back into the table. He should be good in the 5, and he should be good to get out here if he gets decent enough in the 5, which seems difficult not to do.
Yeah, it's very unlikely he's going to mess this up. And this is sort of a lost opportunity for Interchangex because, he kind of flipped the tables where Slim was struggling and he was keeping him off the table. And by letting him to the table now and giving him an easy table, now you're giving Slim a chance to try to get going. Pool matches are a lot about momentum. And, your goal is to try to keep it and not let the other guy have it.
So after 43 minutes, we've now completed 10 racks, 5 apiece.
Yeah, well, this match should be pretty close. I mean, these guys are, I think, fairly close to each other in skill level.
Well, I didn't hear anything go. Something went to the left side.
And he's got a shot, I think.
Yeah.
And he's got a pretty good table if he can get down here on the 3, which I think he can.
Now, is he going to try and go behind? No, he's hitting this fairly straight. Yeah, he's just managed to miss the brush in the 5. He's got away from the 4. Yeah, he's hampered.
He's in the laundry. But this you can just roll. You don't have to do anything but roll it. Well done.
Yeah, always tricky. Right, so he doesn't want to go too straight in the 5. And that's perfect.
Anytime you can do what he just did there, where you're just in a position where you can just let it roll in a position, that's good. I mean, you don't see that quite as much in rotation games. You see that a lot in 8 ball or straight pool.
Right, is he going to go short side of this 8 ball, or is he going to try and line up? Let's have a look at what he's got here.
He didn't quite get it high enough.
Well,
now he's got trouble. Well, this is you couldn't have picked a much worse angle. He's just going to play for the combo, which really he didn't have a lot of choice. If this was me, I'd probably play safe here. I wouldn't shoot the combo.
Just drop behind the 9.
Yeah, the safe's
The rail
a
and
little
the 9
touchy.
ball.
I don't think you can get this locked on the 9 ball without taking a chance with the 8, but I think you can definitely get the hook.
He's just got to dead weight it.
Yeah, and that's a
That'll
good
do it.
shot.
Well,
Yeah,
obviously it's up and down and try your luck cutting this 8 ball in.
Yeah, he could go the long rail here.
I don't see why he's looking around. Why is he not just going up and down and playing the cut in the 8?
I don't know.
What way is he going here?
He looks like he's going to go long rail. He could go either way.
I'd be going up and down. That looks a lot easier to me than this.
Where's the cue ball going?
Hit a shot where he left it pretty tough, but he got it into the side. I think the long rail there was a better chance of getting safe than up and down.
Yeah, because I mean, well, let's be honest. I think most of the time it's a sort of all or nothing shot anyway when you're kicking at that. But I would have much preferred up and down myself. Anyway, Slim's going to win out.
Mark's here.
Yeah, we've woke. See, Mark would be in his afternoon nap as well, and we've woken him up, whereas I haven't had mine, and I'm sort of barely alive here. Good afternoon. What's the score in the rugby? Is Scotland getting well and truly gubbed, as they say? It was 7-0 when I left it. The amount of Irish is at Murrayfield, they'll empty Guinness out of Edinburgh. Oh, well, you were watching the Liverpool game.
One pocket player banked this. Let's see what he does. He plays a lot of one pocket.
Yeah,
He's gonna bank
crossover.
it. Yeah, so for a one pocket player, this is a pretty standard bank, pretty high percentage. The ball wants to open up on its own.
Yep, perfect.
Yeah, and that's not surprising to me. And I think like a lot of guys that think that bank shot's hard, but it's like a lot of shots. If you shoot them a lot, they're not that hard. And I know Slim plays a lot of one pocket, so that's kind of a standard kind of shot.
Well, you have to do some one pocket miracle shot here, and he's got a good line. He's got a good line.
He's hooked himself a number of times. I mean, this ball is kickable in. It'd be a lot easier if it's a little closer to the rail. I would always play this 2 rails because it's a better chance of getting safe.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can get that cut line across the front of that 4, and he got it too thick. Now he needs to get lucky.
Yeah, he's not. The way he hit it was pretty good for getting safe, but he hit it awful hard.
What was the score in the football, Mark?
I was watching Liverpool.
This looks a good line. That'll do very nice.
Yeah, you want to make sure you leave angle here. That's the huge mistake is getting too straight on this 6. So I think you want to hit this with speed and get the cue ball to come off the rail. Well, and that's what you didn't want. You didn't want to be this straight.
Yeah,
he needed to hit that harder. I mean, as a player, you've got to be aware of that. That gee, I don't want to be straight on the 6 ball. Because then you do this just to get to the point where you're off the rail a little, and now you got a tough cut. I mean, really, on that 5 ball, all he had to do was hit the same exact shot and hit it harder, and he gets a better angle.
Yeah, good luck with this shot. I mean, to me, the 9 and 10 ball are a good line to try and get a hook behind here with this 7 ball, and I think that might be worth considering.
He may play safe here. I mean, he can get him on the 8 ball. I mean,
you can brush that.
Get him on the 8 ball here.
Yeah, you can brush the 7, and well, he's went all out for it. It's never going to get there. That's too tough.
Yeah. But
where's the cue ball going?
All comes back to the 5 ball, the way he shot it. You just can't leave yourself that shot on the 6.
Oh, I thought the match was over. It's still on. Plymouth are winning 1-0. Well, that's another one that's got away, and Slim's going to open up that gap again. So he's going to have to start reeling in the racks again here. Interchangex, so that's gone a bit square.
Yeah, and as soon as I say Interchangex has a good feel for the game, he tries to prove me wrong with that shot on the 5, because that's a shot that you know, he should know he's got to hit that really hard. Well, you know, the momentum completely changed, and Slim's got it now.
Slim breaking wide and right and safe.
Yeah, came out pretty good. So this is tough. I'd be pushing out to a kick shot, because where that one ball is, it's too easy to play safe. So I would push up table and leave a kick, because you know it's a pretty good opportunity to kick safe here. But I would push it so the 3 ball was in the way up table. Maybe someplace where you could do a 2-rail kick and get behind the 1.
Well, the thing is, with where the 1 ball is, if you play a push and you leave a kick, and you can get that cue ball onto the back rail first, there's a fair chance you're punching the one up the table and the cue ball running along the short rail, and you'd maybe get in cover.
Yeah,
somewhere
or you
along
could
the
use
line.
The 6 ball, either the 6 or the 3. See, he's leaving a piece of ball.
I don't think he's left a great deal, but he's left a tiny edge.
Might be able to cut it, but you know, you can kick behind this.
Yeah,
and that's not a bad shot. It's not as good if you could go the other way. You could still go 2 rails here, probably.
Yeah, that 7 ball might be. He's got to watch how he hits this, because that 7 ball might be a stopper.
Well, you need to come up a little short, because you need the cue ball to go to the right here.
Oh, he's going all out for it. He's going all out for it now. This needs to die a death.
Well, he hit it thick.
Oh, now this could easily miss this completely if he doesn't get this.
Yeah, well, I mean,
over.
if you were a Slim, you were hoping that he made that, because this isn't a good position.
Now, this is very, very tight. This could catch the knuckle and not hit anything here.
He's playing it off the tip. He's playing for the knuckle here.
He's trying to get the hit. Oh, he just caught it.
Really good shot. Really good shot there.
And he's lying pretty good in the 2.
Yeah, that was a beauty. I mean, that's a game-winning shot there.
Oh, that was
these kind of tables. No, these kind of and that was a game-losing shot. These kind of tables where the balls are all kind of together like a pattern, they look easy, but they're not. And there's a lot of drills for straight pull that you set the balls up in like kind of a grid or a pattern where they're all like a foot apart. And you know, it's a great drill, and you find out that it's not that easy when the balls are sitting like that.
Well, this is tough.
Now, the tough part is the position on the forward. I don't think it goes by the 8. Oh, it does go by the 8.
Oh, wait a minute. Does it? It does go.
Yeah.
Oh, he's missed the 3, though.
Well, he hit it pretty good. It just caught the tit.
Well, Slim's got to decide one way or another here, hasn't he? Is he going to go up into the table? Is he try and clip this in and come along the short rail in the bottom and leave a back cut in that?
I think you just come off the short rail with English and just roll right down the line, just like he's doing.
Yeah, that'll do it.
He could have got a little closer, but that's fine. So this is pretty natural to get on the 5.
But do you want to make sure you really...
You didn't want to hit the 10.
That's the one thing the 10. Yeah, that's the one thing that bothered me about that shot. That you've either got to hit that and stun it firm to come across here and miss everything.
Well, Morse, he could have hit it the way he hit it with more speed and run into the 9. Well, let's see what he decides to do safety-wise. The 8 ball
he's called the 5. He's nailed that.
Yeah. Nice aggressive play. Good execution. That's a game winner. Of course,
Oh,
last time I said that, he only lasted a shot.
Slim was fairly comfortable with the banks up and down.
Yeah, a little straighter than he wanted to be, but he's okay where that 8-ball is.
Well, Interchangex is almost back to square one here again. He's going to be trailing by 3 in a minute.
Well, remember when everything changed? When he decided to try to break out that 4 instead of play for the safety shot? That's when all the momentum switched sides.
It's all hard work again.
Yeah, I mean, you don't always think about it when you're playing or even when you're watching. I think about those kind of things a lot because, you know, you're always looking to see, how do I get better? Why am I losing matches? And those kind of decisions can be big turning points.
Mm-hmm.
You say, well, that's only one of many mistakes. Yeah, but I mean, it was a huge one because it gave Slim the momentum back. Well, Interchangex needs a dry break. That's what he really needs at this point. Yeah, Robert, I think it's from playing one pocket.
Well, he's got a ball.
Yep, and he's got a reasonable table if he can get on this 2-ball. I mean, this is just juice it up with a lot of English. A lot of left English here, and the position's automatic. You just have to hit it firm enough and make the ball. He may roll this. He may decide to play the... Nope, he's going for it. Yeah, I like this. Got to hit this firm. Go back and forth. Well,
the thing is, you start putting English in the cue ball, that cut becomes even more difficult to judge.
Well, what you got to realize is that when you put more English on it, you're going to get less curve. You're going to get just as much deflection and less curve. Plus, you're going to get less throw. So the end result is it's real easy to overcut it. You got to aim thicker when you're hitting it hard with a lot of English.
Well, not a lot.
I think the hard part for players is that, you know, even if you know that, it can be hard to trust it sometimes. You're like, gee, look where I'm aiming. This is crazy. But you got to trust it, that you know that it's going to do that, and just trust it and hit it.
Oh, he's going to need a bit of trust and luck here to get good in this 4, because this is fiddly. Yeah, he's trying to just drop below it, and that's not bad. He could have done with going a wee bit more, but
yeah, he's fine here. This is just let it go forward and hit the rail past the side pocket, and just bounce out. Try to get straight on the 5. Just don't want to draw this too much. And that's fine. He would rather come out a little more, but
no,
he's gonna have to do something here. He's gonna have to probably shoot this down in the other corner, drop back past the 6.
Well, I'm looking at the line here. If he just rolls this in or doing that, he's got a combo. I mean, I thought if he'd rolled that dead weight, he could have finished in a pretty straight line on that 6 and 9. But this is better than nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I think in VP the shot's pretty reasonable.
Well, it's a big shot though, and that looks not bad.
Yep,
well
done.
done. Really got his nip this one in the bud and get it done with this rack. That needs to keep going. See, if he goes that bit further over, it's a lot more comfortable. Now he's just got
to... I think this is perfect.
Well, he's just got to think a bit more.
You can just hit this gently.
Yeah, he's managed to avoid it.
Perfect shape. Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Well, you should. I mean, that's a real standard shot. You should never hit the 8-ball on that, because it's just a little English. It's not using draw at that angle.
Well, that's a bad result for Liverpool. Well, now they've got the Champions League, the league title. They're not in the. They are. They're in the final of the League Cup. So they've still got trophies to play for. Most certainly, they could do the treble.
Well, Interchangex needed that. And
I don't think he's getting the ball out this time. And he's not left it particularly simple for Slim.
No, this is safety for sure. I mean, you gotta be crazy to shoot at this.
Right, I'm cutting that past the 7 and cutting it through so it goes to the short rail. I'm playing it thin so I'm missing the 5 and coming down here. That's what I'm trying.
You could shoot at this where the 6 is, but not recommended. I mean, if you're going to shoot, that would have been the shot.
Well, you see, there's the thing where he hasn't got the cover and he's left it fairly close for Interchangex to try and bury him here.
Yeah, well, this is a little tricky. I like trying to bank it past the side pocket. He's going to play the soft shot, and that's pretty well done. I think that was the right play.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
What I was thinking was probably wrong, because that was pretty guaranteed there. Let's see, can Slim hit one? He's had some trouble kicking today. Hit that one good, but not effective.
Oh, this will go through the gap.
Oh yeah, there's no problem here. He's just going to roll this, I think. Let's take a look at this 3 ball, see how close to the rail it is. It's pretty close. He's going to need to get good on this 3. The good news is the 4 is right there, so if he can get straight on this 3, I think he's in pretty good shape. And then, yeah, maybe 4 railer for the 5. Needs to keep rolling, but not in the side pocket. Yeah, that's wonderful.
Where's the cue ball going?
On the 4.
Well, there's a bit of delay in that. In fact, I'll tell you something. I'm going to change my mouse. I don't like this mouse for live streaming.
Yeah, that's really well done. Now see how hard he hit that one? He realized he needed to hit that one hard to bring it out.
I'll do it at the end of this rack.
Yeah, you just don't want to overdraw this. And he underdrew it.
Uh-oh.
Well,
that ain't good.
Yeah,
just killed a 6 ball.
I don't know. He might be able to get to this in the high side. It's real close. It's real close whether he can shoot that 6. Low side, I don't think's an option. He thinks he can play it on the high side, so we'll see. It's tight.
Well, it looks tight to me.
It's going to have to be a spinner for sure. He's not even really spinning it. He may be playing safe. No, he's just shooting it. No, he's playing safe. He was playing safe.
I think he's got the cover.
And he's got it. That was good. That was a little bit of a touchy safety. He's going to play this rail first, I'm assuming.
So that's a touchy safety.
You got to hit way up the rail, and I don't think he's hitting far enough up. See that? You got to hit way up the rail on that.
It was touchy.
The last one.
It was touchy safety instead of touchy feely.
Touchy feely.
What are these guys rabbiting on about in the chat? I haven't been looking.
Inside angle on the 4 to get to the 5.
Oh, they were on for 4 different trophies. You're right enough, Mark.
Well,
this is perfect.
Steven, I agree. I might have gone inside on that 5 too and gone 4 rails.
This is perfect as long as you don't scratch the bottom left-hand corner, and he's well away from that, and he's going to have a nice angle in this 8 ball. Yeah, I mean, he's just got to get this flush now. And then what line is he going to take? He's going top. This is going to be no man's land. This is not where you want to be. Well, thin cut into the side, you're going to come around 3 rails into the table. He's going the other way though. To me, I'd be more comfortable cutting that way, knowing that the cue ball's coming this way and I'm not scratching. I don't like this angle. But I'll give him his dues. That was a cracking shot. Excellent shot.
Well, he's got the mo back now.
Back to within 1. Just give me a second while I tab out to get rid of this mouse.
That's 2 games in a row. This has been a match of streaks where we're seeing players win 3 or 4 in a row.
Hang on. Back with you in a minute.
Oh boy, that 3 ball, it double hit and it did not go down. Wow.
Right. We're good to go.
That was brutal. That 3 ball had a real good chance to go and it just hung on the edge.
So dry break again.
Yeah. And a pretty good table. I mean, that's... Yeah, that's what's called a sellout break.
Oh dear, has he got the cover?
No, he's okay. So I mean those are always painful as a player to make a break where you spread the table out nice and you don't make a ball and you leave them a shot on the low ball.
That's the most annoying thing.
It's just death, you know. I mean, you're playing good players. They're going to run out almost every time on these kind of tables.
Hang on a minute. I think he's okay.
Boy,
there's severe danger there.
Yeah, don't really want to roll those balls on lines. You get in trouble. And he's okay. And yeah, it's a sellout break.
So, how many hours is it, Steve, until the kick-off in this girdly American football thing?
Yeah, almost 6.5.
Oh God! I mean, the barbecues will be fired up already.
Oh yeah. Well, the coverage starts in about 50 minutes.
Yeah.
They're starting to, I mean, there's so much stuff that they do for this. I don't watch all that crap. I'll watch the Super Bowl and I'll watch the halftime show.
What happened there? Why did they play that? Because I wasn't paying attention.
I wasn't either.
Why did they have to go rail and ball there?
Well, obviously he hooked himself, so the shot on the 8 must not have been very good.
Well, there you go. Now there's a get out of jail card for you, Interchangex. That's a little assistance you need. And he's now back on to level terms.
And that's the kind of mistake by OnePocketX that you just, you're kicking yourself for that, because that's a 2-game swing there.
He understunned it. Now that is a new English part of the vocabulary there. He understunned it. I don't understand, see, or understand.
You don't understand. You're a funny guy here.
Good morning. I'm funny how. Let's do the Goodfellas routine, Steve. Well, I'm here to amuse you.
The thing about the way that Interchangex is breaking, and he's keeping the cue ball near the center of the table, which gives you a better chance to come up with a shot on the 1.
Yeah. Well, he's been reasonably successful with that. Well, he has. He wouldn't have got this far so far and been breaking good and winning good.
Well, this shot, you just got to avoid the 7. Go high above the side pocket and get past the 7 ball, and you're okay.
Maybe I'll slow down my camera a wee bit. That's a bit better. My mouse is on its 3rd tier of the DPI. This old Rat3 mouse.
He tried to play at a slower speed, which is okay, but he didn't make the ball. Yeah.
Now, I don't think you want to be cutting this and running across. You've got to dig in and nip out here. The only danger here is you want to get out far enough so that you're in this area. If you start nipping about here, you could end up in trouble. Now, see, he's going inside and he's managed to find a gap and he's come out. Well, he had a bump, but he's okay.
Well, no, that's a good shot. A little brush of balls. As long as you're on that side of the ball and you're not hitting it too full. Oh, look at this. Wow.
Well, there you go.
Wow.
Well, I blame that on Fast Eddie because he was last to arrive in the chat. And in fact, he actually said, "Wow, nice match, hi all," and that immediately jinxed OnePocketSlim. So we'll blame him. We didn't say anything.
That was brutal. Didn't expect that.
Well, and I didn't expect that either. I mean, you should have seen that coming a mile away.
I don't know if he was playing to draw the cue ball back that much. You know, I would have played in the gap. I don't, maybe he just overcooked it, but you know, I think you play safe here.
You've got to duck and dive here, surely. Yeah.
And then is it going to stop? Yeah, that's no good. So this is a pretty standard safety to get him behind the 6.
Well, I don't think that. Is he actually playing safe, or is he going to give this a second thought and thin it?
I would play safe because you cut this 5 so it goes by where the cue ball is on that side of the 7-9. Then you get the 6, 7, and 9 all to. He's going to shoot it.
He's going for the bank again because it's actually a pretty dead bank.
The problem is getting on the 6 with this bank.
Oh, he's going. He's
see, he had to do a lot with the cue ball there. I would have played safe. Even if you bank good, the problem there was getting on the 6 ball.
Right. Well, this is, again, to me, this is not a difficult cut, this, because you hit it at the right pace, you're opening out onto the 6, and you give it every chance to go in. He's nailed that. That's perfect. Yeah. And he's got a good line in the 6 ball as well, where he can stun across the table if he wants to leave it long into the corner. If he wants to get a bit more brave, he can start doing stuff, but he's overhit that a bit.
Oh, that's okay.
Just a wee bit.
Yeah, this is fine. I mean, because this is just make the ball and the cue ball comes across. You'd like to have some angle on the 8. You don't want to be dead straight in on it. You
don't want to be doing what he's doing. Yeah,
well, I mean,
he can nip back a wee bit.
It would have been preferable to have a touch angle, but he's okay.
And that'll do. That's actually perfect, although he's just a bit close to the rail, but he's got a good line.
You just got to watch out for the scratch here. You know, you got to pick the line and speed that is not going to scratch.
Looks good to me if it misses a knuckle.
Yeah, and he's done that. That's a good shot.
Well, here we go. It's been a long while until it's happened, but it looks as if Interchangex is going to suddenly find himself back in the lead.
Yeah,
it's been a long haul, but he's hung in. He hasn't. Well, Slim's not exactly threatened to run away with it. Let's be honest, the mistakes have been there.
Well, they've both made a lot of mistakes. I mean, it hasn't been a very clean match. They've both shown moments of brilliance.
And we are just beyond the halfway line in terms of match goal.
And here we go 17. Again. He's sticking with this break, and it's been pretty good for him.
No, that was he's raised the angle this time.
Yeah, he got that one. You know, that wasn't the same.
Yeah, and he came up dry as well.
You know, it flew differently.
See, the thing I've noticed is that those other breaks he was doing where he wasn't getting the cue ball to jump as high, he was still getting the stop action on it. Maybe not as much as he got with that shot, but the difference is he was getting corner balls going into those 2 top corner pockets.
Well, that was a pretty tricky safety that he just played here. He's going to kick this. I call the 8 ball. You kick past the 2 and with low left English to straighten the cue ball out. He's gonna
playing the double foul.
I didn't think the kick was that hard. Well, so you got to consider just locking him on the 3 ball here.
He's going to regret doing that, I'm telling you, because Slim's going to go for 3 fouls here, I think.
I'm not sure why he's putting the cue ball there. Put the cue ball and hit the 1 off the long rail up by the 2 and lock him on it. Yeah, see, that's just... That's not that good. Could have been better.
Well, there's a line to get to that 1 ball, just past that first diamond, is there not?
He's got some options here. He could 2-rail it. He could just go to the first diamond with some English.
Round about there, he's putting a wee bit of left on it. Somewhere along that line, he hasn't got enough on it.
Not enough. Now he could be in real trouble because he could get locked on this 10 ball pretty solid.
Oh, he's definitely going to be sticking to it.
Yeah, and if you get him locked on this 10 ball, it's real trouble.
And if it is tight, he's going to cut out a lot of angles, and then it's multiple rails to try and dig yourself out of this hole. Got to get this tight. Got to cut out that long rail on the left-hand side. If he does that, then he's in real trouble.
Tricky. It's a little tricky to get this tight, and the reason why is because you couldn't just roll it. You had to kind of stun run it.
Yeah, and he hasn't cut off the rail, so I mean it's not as difficult as it could have been.
No, but it's still no gimme kick. But I would think that he's going to hit
now,
this.
What's that? He's already on 2 fouls, or is this the third one?
No, he's on 2.
He is on 2.
If he fouls here, he loses.
Not many of these were seen in the tournament.
No, but you probably should see more. Yeah.
Oh, this might be. Oh.
So.
I thought he was going to get really lucky there. Well, he
the reason why you don't see tons of 3 fouling at the pro level is because those guys kick so well. I mean, they kick. Yeah, it's amazing how well some of them kick. And when guys kick really good, then it's harder to go for 3 fouls.
He's not getting crazy here. No, he isn't.
No, he's just gonna
get
up the table and play the combo.
To me, he's not got himself exactly ideal in this.
He's going to be up by the corner pocket here.
Needs to miss the 7 ball.
Yeah, that's about as good as he could do. That's good.
Well, I mean, there's no way he should be missing this 10 ball. I mean, this is fairly simple.
Just want to hit it the way you want to, so that you can control the 4.
Now, the interesting thing is that 10 ball going to spot?
And that's not how you wanted to hit it. He needed to get the cue ball coming back. He's just going to play safe.
Well, so, not got it tight.
It's not a great safe. And the thing about that is it was a smart play playing safe, but you're also giving the guy an opportunity at the table. It would have been better to get on the 4 and run out. But
do you not go around the corner 2 rails to kick this for us? To me, the round the corner looks easier. Yeah, and call the corner. Yeah.
Now you could get him on the 610 if he hits this right. Wow.
Missed it.
He seemed like he shot that awful quick. I guess it was the shot clock was running down.
I don't know whether he was down to 0 or whether he had still an extension to go.
I'd heard 3 beeps, so
maybe that was. I mean, the thing is, he might have just panicked because he heard the 3 beeps, but maybe he was. Maybe he'd already used the extension. I don't know.
He still had at least another second there. He could have taken a little more time.
He just said there in the chat, realised shot clock too late.
Yeah, I think when you're not sure how many beeps it's been, if you haven't kind of been paying attention.
Oh, hang on a minute. This ain't good.
No, it's not.
Not as planned. And there's half a pocket.
Well, that was tough safety.
Yeah. Now what do you do?
I'd play the 8 ball myself. Because the safety's not that easy. I would play the 8 ball.
That 9, if you bump the 6 to the 9 bumps the rail, catches the 8 and chips it in.
Yeah, I'd play. He's gonna play. He's gonna play the. I don't know what he's playing.
Well,
I would have played the. I would have played the 6, 9, 8 because it was sitting pretty good. And it was hard
what
to
he's actually done is he's played a terrible shot. That's what he's done.
Yeah. Well, he tried to play safe there.
Yeah, tried to get too cute. Well,
yeah, it's just those kind of little touchy safes. They're fine, but you got to have the touchy. If you don't have the touchy, and he didn't there, it can be a disaster.
Anybody getting the impression that it could be a late afternoon or a early afternoon in terms of when this match is going to finish for you guys, wherever you are watching? Because it's got the essence is that nobody wants to win this yet.
Well,
nobody wants to take it away from the other.
It's going to be a close match. I mean, it's looked like that from the beginning. You can't figure anybody's running away with this thing.
So we're going to be level pegging again, 9 apiece.
Yeah, what I'd like to see is one of these guys go on a run and play really well for a while. The way it's been is the good play has only been a rack or two, and it's been a lot of giveaway.
Slim sticking with his wide break.
It's not looking like there's any balls going down.
Yeah, I don't think he's getting a lot of success. I mean, maybe you guys will know, but I don't think he's been getting a great deal of success with that break. I might be wrong.
Yeah, is he going to play the bank or is he going to play safe? I think he'll play safe, but we'll see. Oh, he's going to play the bank. And I like this shot because it's a two-way shot. You bank this at a speed that if you miss short, the cue ball comes back to the middle of the end rail.
Yeah, and the cue ball's coming down onto the 2.
He looks like he's cutting this too much. See, that's the way you don't want to miss it. You do not want to miss that long because that's how you sell out.
Well, he's got away with it
though.
Yeah, you got to take that as a little roll. Now,
yeah, it looked to me like he's not used to playing shape off of banks because it's a little different.
He's trying to nip the edge of this one. I don't know whether the jaw's in the way. He's trying to swerve it.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
I thought he was going to go to the rail and come out and chip the one and try and cut it down the rail. That's why he called it, but he tried it a different way.
It's just going to be a dink safe, I think.
Well, you'd think that the first chance any one of these guys, especially if they're brave enough, you'd be trying to be getting into the mix down with this 3-8 ball and 2 ball and 6 ball and 9 ball are all sitting.
No, this is where I'd soft kick. I'd soft kick off the end rail. Oh, he was able to get to it that way.
Well,
but he sold out.
Here we go. Now that 7 ball looks ugly. Let's have a look at how tight that is.
Well, the 1 ball was the same way.
That's frozen.
It's not good.
That is frozen solid, that 7 ball. So, I mean, a nice little bump in the 6 ball would come in handy here, just to brush the 6. Just like that. That'll do. Now, what do? Well, the obvious thing you do is you come up this way because you don't want to mess about there and into that gap. There's a big gap there. And now, what do? You play it short. You can't. I mean, you can't really play it short to play the 5 inside. You run it round the corner.
You got to have a plan. Either you got to get pretty straight on that 7, or you got to play for the bump on it. And he's got the 10's in the way. Yeah, it's tough to play the bump. Is it possible? Yeah, but I don't think he'd try that.
No. He's
just going to have to. Well, he's going to give up the table and let Slim deal with it.
He's going to let Slim have a look at it. Yeah.
I think the 7's okay if you get pretty straight, but if you're not straight, it's going to be very tough. See, if you had a chance to bump it, because the 6 ball is in a place where you're going to have a shot. But it looks like he's going to try to bump it. And that's well done if it separates.
Well, that'll do. That is very well done.
Very good shot.
Just a little tickle just to bring it into play, and that takes the doubt away on it. And also, if he runs up table, he can play it into the side, although the 10 ball might interfere with that. I think if he can just get back across, well, he's going up top. And that'll do very nicely indeed.
Yeah, it's looking like Slim's going to be the one with the lead now.
Well, Slim's the first to break the double figures. But even at this stage of the match, 17 still seems a long way away, the way it's been going. 1 hour and 25 minutes to get this far. Slim sticking with the break. Yeah, and it's dry again. I don't think. I think he needs to change it up. Maybe I've seen more than 2 dry breaks from Slim, and he could well be in a bit of bother here as well if Interchangex can execute this right, because there's good cover to be had. Oh, he's went all out for the pot, got a little nudge. He's got a shot in the 2. That'll do it. But can he get himself round the back and out?
Yeah, I think he can get by the 8. It's tight. It's very tight. Yeah, I think he may get a little. He's going to get a little rub, I think. This is kind of tricky. If he hits it soft, I think he can avoid it and just kind of spin it to get the speed on the cue ball. More spin, less hit. And he just decides to blast it, knows he's going to hit the 8.
Yeah.
And that's terrible.
Yeah. Well, he failed in the major part of the shot, which was getting the 2 ball into the hole. And, obviously, and what he's done is he's opened everything up for Slim to help himself to a 2-rack lead here. So the big one is going to be from the 5 to the 6, which sounds and looks easy enough, but not when the 8 ball's sitting where it is, or the 7 ball's sitting where it is. So there's a little test here for Slim and how he deals with this 6 ball. Now it goes along behind the 7, no problem, but it's what side you want to risk going to.
You just got to get on the 5 good.
Yeah.
And from there, I'd be going in between the 6 and 7.
Yeah, you just
draw it back.
Yeah. Yep, here we go. Oh, he's coming in the short side.
On the near side.
Now, again, the trick with this is he's got to go up and down, hasn't he? I mean, he can't start messing with this. Look at the distance it's got to go to get to the pocket. He's got to go up and down.
It's a pretty standard shot. You just focus on speed.
Now, this 8 ball has to get out of the way. The cue ball has to keep going, and he's nailed it.
Yeah.
Well, this is like phase 3 of the Slim takes the lead by 2 or 3 racks, and Interchangex digs it back routine. I think this is what we're having here.
I think in this kind of match, it's real easy to get nervous because you've been screwing up. It's a tight match. Both guys, are probably not super confident the way they've been playing. So it can be tough as it comes down to stretching these kind of matches.
This is a wee bit straight, but he's just going to drop it into the side.
When you're playing really good, usually you're not going to be nervous. But when you're playing like these guys are, it's tight sphincter time.
This for 11-9. Right in the heart of the pocket. And obviously these guys have got cast iron bladders as well. And again, he's sticking with the routine. This time the 3 ball has found a pocket because the 3 balls look running 2-3 rails.
And he's got a great looking table here. I mean, this is a prime opportunity. He's got to make sure this 2 the right way. And that's a little wanting. You're going to have to draw this back into the 9.
Yeah, he's trying to come over this side.
He's going forward. I would draw it. Yeah, now he's drawing it. Because that's the safe way.
Hang on a minute. He's got the bump. Oh.
Yeah, hit that a little soft. Yeah. He may have to try to bump the 5 here. This is a little tricky. Well, he didn't get the bump. He needed to bump that 5 ball. Now he's probably playing safe.
No, he certainly isn't banking it.
No, that wasn't a very good play.
Hang on a minute. I think he's certainly left a long cut.
Yeah.
The cue ball's coming out past the 10 ball for the 6 here. So that's a big shot here for Interchangex.
Yeah, I'm not sure he played that safety the right way. As soon as he hit it on Lincoln, now that doesn't look very good.
Now, is he trying to tweak this to cut it into the side? Yes, he is trying to tweak this to cut it into the side. I don't like this so much.
Yeah, I would shoot this in the corner every time. What is he doing?
He's doing that, knocking off the table.
Now that's just.
And look at where the cue ball's going. I mean, now he's got to ask himself, why did I even think of that and not actually play the cut?
All he had to do was put it in the corner with a stun, and the cue ball comes right across the table. I don't get that at all. That
was strange. It was strange, but
mystery shot.
But you know how he ended up with the cue ball tells you there was no great control over obtaining the objective there.
Well, I think that's just. I'm going to mark that down to nerves because
I don't know. It's a strange choice.
Screwy decision, but sometimes when you get nervous, the brain doesn't function the same way.
This is going to go square. It's going to go to that spot, but again, it could be.
Yeah, it's missable. The good news is you just have to make it. Because the position's automatic.
Yeah, you're on the 9 unless you hook yourself behind the 10, but you're going to be hitting a lot harder than that. So this will be a 3-rack lead.
I expect him to make it. See, that kind of shot...
No, it's caught the knuckle.
Oh, he didn't. And, that kind of shot I think is a little harder to aim in VP. It's kind of a different shot, because in real life, that shot... The biggest problem with it is getting a skid from chalk mark on the cue ball or something when you're rolling it like that kind of angle. In VP, it's more trickier to aim.
Right, you're asking who does the winner of this match play? Well, that's not going to be settled for a little while because we've got Spectre on to play Albinario during the week, and we have the match with Tommy and Cobra. So those guys have to battle it out. The winner of those matches will be the ones that will play. So that's a fair bit away yet.
Well, Interchangex is counting his blessings after that wreck, because that was...
Well, he's again out of jail big time. That was a big swing there. He could have been trailing by 3.
When you can make the mistake that Interchangex made and still win the rack, that's something you got to be thankful for.
Well, the cue ball didn't get the stop this time, I don't think, did it? Oh, that's the 9 ball that's rolling. I was thinking that was the cue ball that was rolling. Well, the cue ball certainly came up table.
Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, if you keep the cue ball just somewhere center of the table, not more than a diamond or 2 above or below the side pocket, it's usually in a pretty good spot.
No.
Percentage-wise, you're going to get more shots out.
Where's the cue ball going?
Uh-oh. Now, this 4 and 7, if that 9 ball wasn't there, this is not a problem.
He's going to have to jack up and draw this back. I mean, you could go forward, but that's touchy. Well done. That's perfect. Good control.
I mean, that is actually pretty good considering that 9 ball's such an annoyance. But this is really good to go. This 4 ball will be hanging about there. Oh dear,
my God.
Commentator's curse.
Oh my God.
There we go.
Even I wouldn't miss that combo. What was that?
Oh dear.
Well,
let's have a look at this 5 ball. This might not be quite as simple as it looks.
It's not.
It ain't. No, that's far from it. He's trying for a little nudge one way or another. And I think he'll take that every day of the week. It's more than acceptable.
Really, the safest play there was to play for the bank on the 5. You played for the nudge, which is not as safe. Boy.
Well, there's how to get yourself in trouble when the table's at your mercy. Just do this.
We've seen Slim do that a few times during this match where he rolled up behind balls.
And again, Slim just can't get away from Interchangex, but it's a self-inflicted damage that's doing it. It's given Interchangex these opportunities to stay in touch. Here we go again.
Well, I mean, it's mostly been self-inflicted damage for both players.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
that's the whole match.
Not 5 minutes ago, we were staring at 13-10, 13 whatever it was. Not 13. It was like a three rack swing. That's basically what we're talking about. Suddenly we're going to be tied. Yeah, it's going all the way.
It's just there's been a lot of unforced errors.
This needs to keep going.
This is one of those gutted out matches. If you're playing in this, you're just trying to gut this thing out. Yeah, neither one of these guys is going to be thrilled the way they played, no matter who wins this.
Well, here's a question for you, Steve. I suppose that it's quite appropriate considering the way this match has went with these two guys. Do you get as much pleasure winning ugly, or where you've been really hot and you've everything's worked out for you that session? Do you like winning ugly better than winning outright? If you know what I mean.
Well, I mean, I think you're always going to take the win. I don't think playing in a match where you play poorly and win is that pleasurable. But the end goal in these things is to get the match win. So
yeah. I suppose it depends also the context of where you are in the tournament. Obviously these guys they're still on the winner's side. They're battling to go right deep into this tournament. So you'll win ugly any day of the week.
Well, it's huge. It's huge staying on the winner's side because you got one more bullet. Mm-hmm. Oh boy, I don't like that shot choice.
Yeah, no.
Now he's funny on this. He's gonna have a bad angle on the 3 unless he whams this. That's what he decides to do. He may hit this hard.
Yeah, he's got to be
partial
careful.
Pocket. Yeah, he hit it hard, and that's not bad. So you got to decide whether you're going to try to play for the side pocket or not here. I mean, I might try to stun across and play for the side pocket over where the 3 is. You're just looking for how can I hit this cue ball and not hook myself. This is a funny position. You can go between the 5 and the 8. You could stun it across. You could try to draw it back. I mean, you can't just stop it there. You could, but then 4 to 5 is tough. And he decides to stun it across, and he just got it on the high side. You wanted to be on the other side of it, but this is doable. He can shoot this with right English and kill it on the end rail by the 10 ball and come up for the 5 in the other corner. He needs to spin this up if he's going to do it, though. He looks like he's playing safe.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. Well, it's not good at all from the fact that he's not got the cover, and Slim can do whatever he wants here.
Safe here. This is kind of a little kill spin shot. He didn't kill it. He just hit it hard. That's going to work out for him.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, I think anytime you get done with a match like this, you feel drained. You're just grinding the whole way, and it's just emotionally, it's very draining to play like this.
Well, as far as that goes, Robbie, I am intended to go for my dinner after this because I've had barely anything to eat before this match started. So I'm definitely heading for my dinner. I don't know whether Slim will be heading for breakfast at his end. I don't know what he'll be doing, but I'm certainly going for something to eat.
Well, I mean, he almost got the 5 ball tied up, but he didn't.
The other problem I hasten to add is I'm working tomorrow, so I won't be doing anything that kicks into my bedtime. I don't know what I'm going to have yet. I'm going to have a look. Now, is this too straight? So he just needs to nip it back, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's still okay. I mean, he doesn't have to do a lot. I'd try to leave angle myself. I wouldn't try to get straight on the 6.
If you just come back a couple inches, you've got a good angle and he's going too straight.
Yeah, see, I don't like that. I mean,
I don't like that either.
Is it doable? Yeah, but I would rather have the angle.
You could end up following this in, yeah. He's digging in.
Yeah, because then you end up leaving yourself this, which...
This is not simple. I mean,
Well, it's
you know,
not a
in a
gimme.
9-foot table, you wouldn't blink, but it ain't the same in this 10-foot table. Got to be careful with this. Nailed it. It needs to bounce, though. It needs to bounce, and that's perfect. That'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing wrong with beans and toast. I wouldn't have Heinz spaghetti bolognese and toast, but beans and toast is a quick snack. I've had that many a time for my breakfast, but I like to have grated cheese on top of the beans, and then sling the plate in the oven so that the cheese melts over the beans. And also put some Tabasco in the beans as well. Good afternoon or good early evening to Tommy.
He got a dry break, but he did not sell out.
We have had no stock of Welsh cakes in our store for weeks.
Let's
I don't know
see how
why.
he kicks this. He needs to kick this down the rail by the 7. Yeah, I'm not sure why he tried to go that way, because that way was tough to get to safe. I thought if he got it going down between the rail and the 7, he had a better chance. Well, I think it could be a 2-game lead. This is a pretty good looking table.
Well, good afternoon to Tyler.
Well, it was till he did that. I guess he still got a piece of it.
Beans and toast, he's not been around for years. Years and years. I think he, I can't remember whether he was ever in VP4. He probably was, but then again, only in the first year we never saw him again. You've got to remember, you know, people's lives change one way or another, for good or bad. It can be, you know, he's left the country, he's doing other things, you know, the worst thing could have happened. You never know. But anyway, it's back again to square one here for Interchangex by the look of it. I think I'm maybe jumping the gun yet. There's still a number of balls to get potted here. But it is looking like a 2-rack gap.
I've been a little surprised on some of the racks that they haven't gotten on it. Like, you know, this kind of rack, he should be out.
Now, just got to watch what he does here, make his mind whether he's thin cutting this in the side or whether he's trying to jab it into the corner, because this cue ball's got to be looked after. He's going for the cut.
I'll tell you what, Hugh, neither one of these guys is going to beat Spectre Don or Cobra or Albinario playing like this.
No.
So whoever wins is going to have to play better the next match.
I don't think they'll need telling that. I think they'll work that out themselves.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll know that.
Well, this is going a bit fiddly again.
I guess that's kind of Captain Obvious there.
Yeah, that's well done.
Yeah, good shot.
Right, back across for the 10 ball in the same pocket again. And a 2-rack lead. Getting towards the business end now. So now every rack becomes even more pressurised, especially for Interchangex to stay in touch. But let's see, Mel Slim's going to be breaking from the left, isn't he? He's not going to change. Exactly the same spot every time. This time the 3 ball gets interfered with and it doesn't find the 3 rails into the corner and it's dry again. Oh, now here's a big pressure visit here, because I think you can go forward and miss the 8 ball and come up into the table and go on the 2, and everything else is there. Everything is on. So this is a must for Interchangex at this stage. Is he trying to draw it into the table? No, I don't know why. I can't. Well, let's just say
he got fortunate.
yeah,
and
well,
this
he's got a
tricky.
shot of some description, but this cue ball looks as if it wants to drop into the side pocket to my eyes here.
No, you got to hit this with, you shoot this in the left corner and you hit it with high and left. And he's just going to play safe and not do a good job of it at that.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, you could have shot it. Nothing wrong with the safe either, but you got to execute it better than that.
Well, Slim, if he's going to commit, he's going to hit this with a bit of pace, come off that rail, and come down across and above that 3 ball for the 3 into the same pocket. Or is he playing the combo? He's playing the combo. Oh, the combo's dead set. Yeah.
Well, he got on it perfect.
Fair play to him for that.
Yeah, good shot.
I never even looked at that. It is dead set as long as you get a decent line. Yeah, that was. I think that was definitely a must rack. You don't want to be going, 3 racks behind, and Slim only needing like 3 to win. This is not good. You still got to get the balls in the pockets here, though, Slim. Can't take anything for granted in this table. You see what I said? Now
that's not really where you wanted the cue ball.
Now he's in no man's land. Well, it's got to be the cut into the corner, isn't it? Yeah.
He could be all good if he just makes this.
Yeah, never a doubt. He's got that. Well, he's bumped to 7, which makes it a wee bit more fiddly. Let's have a look. He's got to
draw control. That's all. Just draw it back the right amount.
Then he's running forward here. Going down the short side.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to have to run for cover up and down again here, isn't he? Or is he trying to drag this off and play it really? This is too high an angle. He's got to. He's trying.
He can bump the 8 ball.
Try to bump the 10. He's trying to bump the 10. That's very well played.
Yeah, that'll work. Katsu Curry. I like Curry. Katsu's not my favorite.
Yeah, that. Katsu curry. I can eat it, but I wouldn't put it at the top of my list. Well, Slim is back to where he's been in a number of occasions, and now it's pretty much the point of no return for Interchangex. He cannot afford any unforced errors now. It's got to be all good. And
it's a 2 to 1 in games.
Yeah, and he's got to hope he gets a little bit of assistance.
Well, this is a tricky little shot here. Because you kind of hit the 7.
I'll tell you all I know about the Super Bowl this year.
All I know, hit the 7.
All I know is one of the teams is going for the treble. They're going for 3 years in a row. That's all I know, but I don't know what the team is.
It's the Chiefs, Kansas City Chiefs. So he cut that in the thin side of the pocket to miss the 7. That was a nice shot, but he got no love. Yeah, that was a tough safety.
He's going to be in trouble again here.
Yeah, he's going to be sorry after that. This is where you get punished.
Yeah, that's got him nailed. It's got to be. Well, I was going to say it's got to be more than one rail, but it doesn't necessarily have to. You can get it direct.
Yeah, these kind of shots like this where you're closer to the cue ball are difficult visually.
Yeah. So,
who's going to win the Super Bowl? Well, I mean, the Chiefs are the favorites. I don't know if it's worth a bet. I mean, Let me see what the line is on it.
Plenty of room left side to get in the 4. 5 ball goes past the 9 and 6. Yeah, this is all coming good one way or another at the right time for Slim. He's got a little cushion of 3 racks at the moment.
Well, the odds are actually pretty close right now, closer than I expected them to be. Let's see, Kansas City's minus 123, Philly's plus 103. On that one, let me see what the other odds are here. Let's see.
Oh, he's just got there on that 6 ball. Just got there.
Yeah, on the money, it's minus 118 on the Chiefs, plus 100 on the Eagles. So, yeah, it's pretty close. The spread's only a 1.5.
Well, suddenly he's going to either have to jab into that. Yeah, he's going to have to jack up because it's far too straight. But controlled it well. Now, this is another one that's fiddly. I mean, you've got to go high. You can't be messing about and trying to be cute. Got to go high. And again, he's just got there. And now, is he going to play it really safe and just drop this 10 into the side? Just drop through 10 into the side. Because, I mean, he can go forward and come up again, but he just played it ultra safe. No undue risk.
If I was going to bet, I'd bet on the Chiefs.
Well, it's Slim's to lose now. Let's put it that way. He's 2 away.
Yeah. Well, if you're Slim, you just want to control the table. Don't give him a bunch of chances. You know, if you don't have something, play safe. Just.
Yeah, I think Slim's well schooled in that department. I don't think he's going to be gullible enough to talk himself into doing something really stupid. He'll just bide his time.
Yeah, I think he'll shoot at this one. Nope, he played safe. He played a nice one.
Yeah.
He could have shot at that, but you know, the side pocket was there and this and that. He decided to play safe, and there's never anything wrong with playing safe, especially if you play something good like this.
Yeah, just make InterchangeX's life that more difficult.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he bumped those apart. Why not leave them together?
Well, that's the bit I don't understand either. I mean, if you're going to try and leave Slim work to do, then you can't do things like opening up a cluster and helping him.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not just going to take a foul, why break those apart? That didn't make any sense at all.
No, I think Interchangex has lost it a little bit as far as strategy decisions go. So we are, what's that, coming up to an hour and 53 minutes. We may well get the 2-hour mark here.
Yeah, well, these matches were designed to be about 2 hours. At least on the winner's side.
Right, so again, the main objective here is you have the 6 ball where you're not interfering with the 10 ball, you're coming away.
Just got to roll forward a little.
Well, he's overcooked that a bit.
He's okay. Be nice to be a touch straighter, but this is just a spinner.
Well,
the nice thing about being here is it's hard to hook yourself on the 8. So you just, you hit this with some left English, and you really want to be coming at that diamond right at the head string. That's ideally where you want to hit the rail.
He's got the
He's
line
a little short of that.
Now, again, is this up and down because you've got all the room in the world to get there, or is he try and really tweak this soft?
Yeah, I'd go up and down, but I'll see what he decides to do. He's just going to hit it soft. Watch out.
Where's the cue ball going?
Oh,
there you go. Up and down was a safe route. Commentator's eye.
That hurts.
And again, it's just allowed Interchangex just to try and keep in touch.
Yeah, but a lot of that's a confidence thing. Is being confident enough that you know the line on the 6 ball to get it down the rail a little further.
Yeah, I wonder
then,
if the
then it's simple.
Well, I wonder if the little voice was telling Slim go up and down. That's the simplest option, or try and be cute. Well, he obviously wasn't listening. But of course, Interchangex now needs a big turnaround in terms of how this table goes from the break. He needs a ball and a shot right away here. Jacking up again, getting a stop in the cue ball. I didn't hear anything go. And he's going to be in deep trouble, and again in a second, he's going to be nailed. Unless Slim fancies cutting the one onto the 9, that is. Oh, I don't
get him good at all.
I don't know that that's a very good shot. That's absolutely terrible. There's a worst shot right there, folks. We need to see that again. There's a worst safety shot of the match right there.
That was a little touchy shot, but didn't touchy.
Well, that's the old nerve jangling. Again, like I said, as long as Interchangex gets that little bit of assistance from Slim, he's got to capitalise on it. This is a bit fiddly, this as well. This 2-9 carry on here in the corner pocket, I'm not convinced that I think that's probably the best option here, because I don't think that 2 will go. And I don't know that the 9's any good either, where it is sitting. This is oh, he's played it well. How's his luck, though?
Yeah, that was very well done. It was tough to come up with a shot on the 2.
That was really tricky, playing that cut to get that right hit on that 9 ball, but he came out with a shot.
So he can either hold this or go 2 rails. I'd probably hold this one myself just because of where the 8 ball is, but we'll see what he decides to do. Well,
if Interchangex nerves aren't jangling, they will be by the time he's finished here.
Where's the cue ball going?
He decides to open it up, and
well, he's going to be long, isn't he? So
yeah, this is a little tricky from here because getting on the 4 where you can get to the 5 is a little tricky.
I don't. Let me have a look. Well, I think
this is not easy.
It's now tricky because he's interfering with the 10 ball. Definitely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is not easy at all. You really would like to be able to come down table and get behind the 4.
Well, he'll accept that for what it is. He's got a shot, but he's got to, and again he's got to jab this in and get a bit of dig.
Yeah, this is he's playing this table wasn't easy, and he's playing it in about the hardest way you could.
Well, I'll tell you one thing: he could just jab this and kill it, and take the bedhead cut in the 6. The 6 is not bad off the cushion, and he's coming down for the 7. He could do that.
He
might be doing the stopper.
He's bringing it back.
No, he's going all out for it. This is going in the middle of the table, is it? No, it's okay. I mean, that is a pretty good shot.
Yeah, it's a little scary shooting that shot because you can scratch in the corner, and it's kind of hard to control the cue ball when you're jacked up trying to draw it.
If he's coming this way, he's got to get up past the side pocket, really. I don't know whether he's coming back that way. The only worrying thing there's the 10 ball. Well, he's come up straight, and it needs to bounce. This looks good.
Yeah, it's a great shot.
Very well judged.
Speed. Very good speed.
Well, he's got to see this through now. I mean, he's going to be back to within 2. Needs to get out of there, though. Five hours to go. Oh, we're talking about the Super Bowl thing.
Yeah. But it's actually 5.5. Kickoffs at half past.
Half past bedtime. That's when the kickoff is. I'll be in cloud cuckoo land. I'll be in. I'll see the result in the morning when I get up. Now something went in that time.
Yep, that's a good one, and he's got a shot, and he's got a pretty good table, although it's not a gimme table.
Right,
if he decides to play the combo or whether he's going to cut this 1 ball. He's got a choice here. He's going to play the combo. He's going to have to draw this to get the cue ball out where he's got a shot. The only problem is going to be if the 1 gets on the 4. That's the one thing that could get him.
Yeah, just like what you said, Steve.
Yeah.
Well,
he's got a shot. It's off the rail, so I mean,
he can cut it, no problem.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's almost got to shoot this. Just left English to hold it, and you know, it's all you have to do is make the ball, and you're good.
Oh, welcome to his ad.
Oh, what's he hitting it so hard for? Well, he got away with that because he slammed that. There's no reason to slam that ball.
Well, he's going to have to. I think he's going to have to slam this a wee bit as well, so he can go 2 rails back across for the 5. He's got to stay. He's got to stay. But he's got to stay above this. He doesn't want to be running towards it.
Yeah, you have to hit it hard, just like that.
That's well done. Just a little bit of dig to hold the line of the cue ball.
Well, this is the critical shot. So I would like to go 3 rails to the 7 and shoot the 7 past the 10. That would be my plan. So you want to leave enough angle on the 6 that you can go around the corner.
Well, I think if you're going to accept the lesser happening here, then at least you're still in control of the table. You can bury Slim. That's what he's got to be doing, but he's going to be a bit too far.
It was much better, much more room to leave 3 rails where you go around the corner in the 3rd rail and you're on the 7th. This is going to be tough. I think that's a pattern mistake in how he played that. And he hit it wonderfully.
Well, he's given himself every chance here.
That was a great shot there. Nice.
Now, what's he going to do? Is he going to try and tweak this cue ball?
Yeah, he's just going to roll forward off the end rail. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah, he's held it, but the only worrying thing, I think he's okay. Is he hampered a bit? No, he's fine.
Oh, he's fine. Everything's good. I mean, it's going to be 15-14, and this whole match has been this way. It's like guys can't keep a lead.
We've had like 3 or 4 sessions of this Slim being 2-3 racks in front and not getting away, not really putting him to the sword, and allowing Interchangex just to stay in touch. And you know, Slim might run out of these options here because we're running late. And this is a big rack.
Interchangex has fought really well. I mean, neither one of these guys has played good, but Interchangex has been down a lot. Watch out.
Oh, that 9 ball did him a favour there. That cue ball was gone.
Wow. This is a pretty good break. This is a pretty good table.
Well, that's the only problem is the shot he's got in the 1 ball. He's got to try and nudge it in the back of the 10 and 7. Is he too hard? Oh, he's left an edge.
Oh boy, that's bad leaving an edge.
Yeah,
that's real bad.
He could regret that in a minute.
Well, the problem is not hitting the 2 or the 8 here. More likely the 2. If you're going to play that edge, which I would think he's going to, you just got to get the ball back. Now, the nice thing is the 7 will slow the 1 down, so you can hit this with speed.
Yeah, this 2 balls is the threat. Oh, he's got it all wrong. He's got it all wrong.
That was the problem, is getting by the balls. So this is a super simple safety. You just stop the ball. This is just a stop shot.
Well, you've got to
shoot this, I think.
Well, you know, is he going to shoot it? Because the other worry would be punching that 1 around the angles and hoping it doesn't bump the 4.
I like playing safe there, and the reason why is because, you know, if you could run out, you know, the 7 wasn't in such a bad, but with the 7 there, I like
that's exactly the reason, because the 7 ball's no good. You're never getting to that, really.
Yeah, and if you can get ball in hand, you can probably break it out and get a shot on the 2.
Well, this is where Interchangex wants to be right now. He wants to be in control of the table, and he's got Slim backed against a wall here.
Cobra says, my 17-16 prediction. Who did you predict was going to win at 17-16? Yep, there we go, ball in hand.
Here we go.
Unfortunately for Interchangex, this isn't the easiest to get to the 10 ball from where that is. That's unfortunate because.
Well, do you not play the stun right down the rail for the nudge, and you've still got a shot in the 2? No, he's maybe trying for another option this way.
That was very difficult to get to those balls from where that was.
2 straight.
Well, you know, there's a few different things you can do here. One is you can play to get a bank on the 7. Where the 8's sitting, you know, you can bank the 7 into the corner and hold the cue ball on the 10. Another idea is trying to play for the safe. If you can get the cue ball down here, you can play a dink safe, dink the 7 past the 10.
Well, either way, it might be plan C or D that's going to do it.
Well, I think what he'll do is shoot this, and then I think he'll try to break it out, drawing it back, and if he doesn't get it, he's going to play safe. Now, the only problem is if you're going to try to break it out, the thing you got to avoid is hooking yourself.
Yeah.
If this was me, instead of trying to break it out, I'd try to bring it down to the end rail and then dink the 7. That would be my plan, because I think it's a better chance of winning than try to break this out.
Well, if he tries to break this out, he could scratch as well. No, he's kept it wide.
He's trying to break it out.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and that's the problem with the breakout is, you know, he got it loose, but he doesn't have a shot. At least he's not hooked.
Well, I'll tell you this, when the nerves are jangling at this stage of the match, how do you keep this safe and actually execute the shot properly?
This is a tough shot to play safe. He can try to dink it past the 10, but speed-wise, that's a very difficult shot.
This is very fiddly, this.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he should have just drawn down. And
why doesn't he just
on the 7?
Why doesn't he just risk it and bump in the back of the 10 and send it over to the long rail? You know, the 8 ball maybe preventing the bank. To me, that's a shot. Send it over there.
He's going to dink it. He's going to try the dink. This is very touchy.
I'll tell you something. I think he's got away with it. I don't think there's enough of that.
He's left an edge. He didn't sell it out, but he left an edge. Now, this is a tough safety position where he's at, and he knew it. And he just decides to do that, and that's just not good enough.
You've got to bite the bullet here, Interchangex. The bank is very much on. You've got to. This is where you've got to make your move.
I think what Slim was trying to do was get him on the 8 ball.
Yeah,
which is it's a difficult shot.
He's going for the bank now. He's got to get that weight right. Give it every chance to go in.
You want to hit this at a speed; it'll come down by the side pocket if it doesn't go in. And he hit it.
Where's the cue ball going?
Might get lucky.
I think you're right.
He got lucky.
You've said it now.
He didn't leave the bank.
This is fiddly because look at what Slim's up to. Oh, this is going to get kicked in. He's got to call the 10 ball and give it a slam. Got to call the 10 ball. Give it a bump.
You could soft kick it like this.
Well, Slim might do it then. You know, look at this.
I think that was this is a very difficult shot. I thought that was a very smart play by Interchangex doing that.
Well, if he marries this 7 to the 10, this is look at it now. It's off the rail and heading out the way. You know, you give this a smack to bump it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is tricky at this distance to get the thin edge in this 7 good, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it's either thin edge or
going to roll dead.
Those are the two choices.
Yeah, he's going to roll dead. It's too risky to try and play that at that distance. He's got to roll dead onto it.
That's
too heavy. That's too heavy. That's too heavy, but I think he's got away with it.
He's gotten lucky.
Touched like a sledgehammer. That was far too heavy.
Yeah, this is a tricky little safety. You could try to get him behind the 9 here, but it's very tricky. That's not getting to the rail.
Got to get a rail, Slim. Well, here we go, boys. Unbelievable.
Owie.
Oh dear. I think Slim showing signs of something tightening up. I think he is. And this is just finished a wee bit awkward again. I mean, you know where the cue ball wants to head. You see, it just gives you more stuff to think about. The way this cue ball's taking a line. I don't like this. He's got to get a nice bump, and that'll do.
That was a pretty sweet little bump he got out of it.
Now he just needs to hold the cue ball a little bit. That's about it. Just a little bit. And that's perfect. Well, what did I mention a few racks ago, that he will need a little bit of assistance, and Slim's duly obliged here.
Slim's made some mistakes, but the rolls have definitely gone InterchangeX's way the last couple games. He's got some good rolls.
Oh dear, I thought he missed.
He almost missed that. Wow.
It's been a match in about 4 acts, and this is the final act because it's only a race to 2. Oh dear. Well, this Cobra's prediction going to come to fruition here. I think this is right. I didn't hear anything go. Oh, wait a minute.
The fans.
The 3 ball's gone. And look at where the cue balls end up here, Interchangex. You got to stick this behind the 7. Is that the 7 or the 6 that's there?
Stick this on the 6.
Aye, the 6. It's a 6.
It's a roller. Because the 2 ball is the safety ball, so you just roll this.
I mean, you've got to hit this every day of the week, this shot, haven't you? I mean, you can't miss this. Oh, he stuck him. That is pretty good. I mean, it's not nailed to it, but this is multiple rails to get there.
The 1 ball ended up in a shitty spot, but it's still a tough kick.
I'm looking to see where he can get any sort of line. I think he's better.
He can kick off the end rail at this.
Oh dear.
It does go. This ball goes.
Well, this will be a shot. I presume he's called it into the side. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a tough kick because visually that's really hard.
It's another instance now where Interchangex has got himself in control of the table, which is where you want to be.
I'll tell you what I would do if I had that kick. I'd walk around and look at the angle from the end rail and pick the spot on the end rail from, at the end of the table. And you can do the same thing in VP. You can just take your view around and look at the view from the end and kind of pick the spot on the rail and then go back and try to hit that spot. Because trying to line that up when you're behind it is really tough.
Well, there's the first objective, get into the gap, see the 2. Now, he's got to get out of there and avoid the 7. Can he do that, though? He wants to be cutting the 4 into the side so he can leave the combo in the 5-6.
Yeah, he can bump the 10 if he wants.
Well, he's bumped to 7. That'll do because he's held the line, and he's perfect now. I mean, this is where you just play it long into the corner, hold the cue ball, and play the combo. You're almost home and dry here in this rack, getting to the hill.
Let's not hope he's playing the side pocket like he did before. And that's pretty good.
Well, again, a little while ago, at 15-11 in front, I said it was Slim's to lose at that time, and he's still in 15, and he could be going behind.
Yeah, this is just he's going to draw this, and I can agree with that. You don't want to take a chance hitting the tit.
Out into the long grass, you've got loads of room. You take every doubt out of the equation there. Oh, they might be a bit straight on this though. No, he's got an angle and down by the side pocket.
Well played.
This is just let the cue ball do its thing because you're going to be on the 9. This is all about the pot. How's the nerves, Interchangex? Well, they're holding together so far. And he's going to be breaking for the match in about 10 seconds' time. Well, this has been a good way to spend my afternoon. I'm actually awake now. I'm not threatening to fall asleep now. Well, there we go. But are we going to go all the way?
Yeah, well, this is a huge break. If he can make a ball, which he did.
Again, the 3 ball.
With a shot.
3 ball into the side, into the corner.
The
Oh,
5
dear.
ball's a problem.
Well,
He's got to deal with that. But other than that, the table's pretty good. The question is, how's he going to get to the 5? And it doesn't look like there's a particularly easy way here. Because if he tries to break it off the 2, it's tough to get a shot on the 4.
He's no guaranteed of anything good in the
So
4.
this is where you want to play for safety on the 5. And you could play for the bank. That's the other option. And maybe a ticky safe and bump it into the 7 and use the 10 ball to hook him. It's not a great safe, but you got to take what's there. Now, I don't like that play.
Well,
And the reason I don't like that play is it's hard to come up with a shot. He could have hooked himself. But, he's got a shot. He's got a chance to win right
well,
here.
this is a big shot. Whatever way he chooses to do this, I mean, it does go past the 8. If he's cutting it that way, the cue ball's running into the 8, and he may well have a shot in the 5. But either way, he's ducking. He's ducking.
That's a smart play.
And that is a very well played shot.
You got to play the percentages. The thing is, if you're going to take chances, that's how you end up losing in a tight match. You want to shoot shots where you're not taking a chance something could go wrong.
Well, it's all about staying in control of the table again, and he's in control of the table.
Well, I mean, there's a good chance to get safe here. There's a lot of cover. He hits this 4 ball down past the 7-9. There's a lot of balls. I mean, he could definitely get safe here.
It could also be his last stroke here.
Yeah.
No on his side. Well, he's missed it.
Oh boy. And he's had trouble kicking today.
He's had a lot of trouble kicking today. He's really struggled in the kicks.
Okay, so other than the fact that this is for the match, this is a pretty easy rack.
Well, that's what you'd always say, wouldn't it? I mean, it is fairly easy. There's not any problems to deal with.
Yeah.
You just have to move the cue ball.
How tight your sphincter is. Now, the good news here is he can just hit a stop shot here.
Yeah, you've got to leave it there for that angle. Or come out for that angle, one of the two, and that'll do. So,
very good.
Again, you don't get cutesy with this. The only thing you need to make sure is you don't scratch the right side pocket. That's the only way this will go stupid. And he's well away from that.
Yeah, that's very well done.
Well,
this is a time you want to play simple pool.
Well, I think if you're Interchangex and you've won your first 3 matches fairly comfortably, and you've come to a point where you know you're going to be tested more, I would say he's actually stood up to the test big time, because he's hung in there. He's had to battle and hang in and just keep going. He's been behind 3-4 times, and now he's about to win the match. So I take my hat off to him. Well deserved. Yes,
yeah,
it wasn't
really fought well.
It wasn't a classic, but then again, you don't have to be playing classic stuff to win these events. You just have to hang in.
It's just about hanging in there. Yeah. I mean, it's gutted out, and both these guys were pretty gutsy, but only one guy can win.
Well, it's a good performance, a good battling performance by Interchangex.
Yeah, very enjoyable match to watch.
A match that took 2 hours and 18 minutes, and we have a result. Interchangex is the man in place, because he's now going to have a few days off to gather his thoughts. If we look at the bracket when this updates, he's out on his own. And we have the matches between Tommy and Cobra and Spectre Dawn and Albinario to resolve matters. Because if we look down here, once this updates, we're going to see Interchangex sitting down there, waiting on these guys battling it out. Let's just go to the bracket to double check that. We have Cobra against Tommy, and that's going to be tomorrow late afternoon, if you want to call it that, or early evening my time. It's going to be 6:25. I'll be there for it. And that's, of course, the race to 17. And then we have the big one on Thursday evening at 8 o'clock, Albinario Spectre Dawn. And these matches will be resolved one way or another. But Interchangex is in the driving seat at the moment. He can relax now, let these other guys stew it out and battle it out. So I think we enjoyed that because of the ups and downs of the way things went. I mean, I think when you look at it in those last 2 or 3 racks, the it was Slim that blinked more than once. Interchangex stuck to his game and got the job done. So
Yeah,
very
a
good
very
one.
enjoyable match to watch. Very exciting.
Well, I don't know what you're planning on doing, Steve, because obviously it's coming to sort of lunchtime around about that, or not far off it. But I am heading for dinner time.
Yeah, maybe a snack and a nap, and maybe do some work
and
for the Super Bowl.
And then you can watch your Super Bowl. Right, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks all for your company and your contributions. Thanks to Steve for joining us. Very well done to Interchangex. Good luck on the one-loss side, Slim. Of course, nobody wants to bump into Slim on the one-loss side. He'll bounce back. That's one thing he'll do. He won't get depressed about it. He'll accept he lost to the better guy in the day at the end of it. That's the way it works. So I will see you again very soon, and I will bid you good afternoon and take care.
Yep.
See you later, folks.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.